Just don't put me in the camera. You gotta do something straightforward.
I am. We're recording.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the difference between looking for a stud owner? I can't even talk, babe. Stop it. I can't think. I'm nervous. I'm tired and I'm nervous. I have to prepare myself.
Yeah. So Christy's nervous. So
Start it over.
I just wanted to bring this up real quick and talk about the difference between a breeder that has a male than a pet owner that has a male. Some of the differences and some of the things that you may have to encounter. Hold on 1 second.
No.
Did you hit it? So yeah, let me start off with, let's do obvious. Let's do breeder first. So the main difference between, a breeder that has a male than a person that's just a pet owner, obviously, if they're reputable and this and that and the rest, they'll be advertising the male and this and that and the rest, promoting the dog's lineage, and they'll be familiar with a lot of the different things that comes with owning a stud. It's not that much, but like going to the vet, getting the semen analyzed, getting it collected, and get it shipped to wherever they're doing the breeding at. So even if it's going to the person's house directly, or to a vet, to where the vet is doing the AI or whatnot. So pretty much the main difference is the breeder that owns a stud is familiar with a lot of the terminology and some of the procedures that comes along with it. It's not much. So pretty much it's simple. Like either you're gonna take the dog to get collected, or they'll bring their male dog for a live breeding, a natural tie breeding. Okay, so that's pretty much the difference on that end. So for a person that has a male, which is just a pet owner, that individual, male or female, that individual may not know that some of the terminology. They don't know. They pretty much may not know nothing at all. They're not familiar with taking the male to a vet to get his semen analyzed to make sure it has good motility, this and that, and it has a good semen count. That part, they may not know nothing about advertising their male to the public. May not even know if don't hold really value in terms of the dog itself and from its lineage. So for them, it's just a pet. And this is the crazy part. Some of the best dogs are pets. What in the reality, they're all our pets regardless, but strictly pet only. So it's a whole different perspective. So in regards to dealing with them, you may have to have a whole different approach. And I know this personally because I've dealt with it myself. And you know what I'm saying? So you have to have a different approach, because some people may be against breeding, or they're unsure, or they just don't know nothing about it, so that they just don't really know about it. So really the best way is just to be honest with them, like what's your intentions with them, like, hey, like you have a really nice dog, this and that, and I would like to breed him with my female, and you offer them, you offer them something. So like obviously depending on the dog's quality dogs and this and that, you may offer them $1,000 for a stud fee or whatever the case is. And in some cases, some pet owners don't even have full breeding rights on their dog. And that's a whole nother subject. So they may have to go contact their breeder to purchase the rights, which could be anywhere from $500 to $1,000. You don't know. So you have to be a lot more patient, but it just depends on the individual. Some people are like, oh wow, like, I never looked at my dog that way. You know what I mean? Sure, yeah, I'd like to breed them with your female and this and that and the rest. Some people are like, I'm kind of against breeding, or I don't know enough about it, this and that. So it just depends. It just depends on the individual. So you got to be really patient, this and that, but make sure you put your intentions up there up front, and then make sure you compensate them. There's nothing free in this world, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure you compensate them. That's regardless, you know what I'm saying? With the breeder's going to have his price on that male dog, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the actual, everything is negotiable. You gotta open your mouth, you can't get nothing done unless you open your mouth. But you have to compensate people for their time. You're gonna have people that are like cool with it. You're gonna have people that's unsure. You're gonna have some people that are people pleasers, meaning they'll say yes, whatever, but they really don't want to do it, and they'll just string you along and this and that and the rest. So it just depends. But to sum it all up, the main difference between a breeder with a male and a pet owner with a male is the breeder should be familiar with all the different terminology and the procedures what comes with owning a stud, and the process should be pretty simple. With a pet owner, it just depends on the individual, you know what I mean? But for the most part, probably a lot of them are not familiar with some of the breeding practices and the terminology, this and that, and they may not even see value in their dog like that. That's just their pet owner. That's just their pet. That's just their family member. Just a family, extended family member. So, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Especially with the process that we're in. Inquiring about males, talking to different breeders, even some people that are just pet owners. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was something to bring up. I thought it was pretty interesting, because I'm sure I'm not the only person that has gone through that. So yeah, you can cut it. Hit the red button.